again. Tonight's episode is going to be a little different. Um, I'm gonna tell a couple stories, um, and throughout the stories, of course, I'm gonna give and take for those who want to ask questions. Um, Episode is called Unknown Blessings. It's funny because I didn't even know I was gonna be using that name. Like, of course, I didn't know what name I was going to use, but I'm saying that to say that after I thought about each of the stories that I'm about to tell, I realized that they was all three of them was, you feel me, unknown blessings in the way where as though I could see the blessing clear as day, and it is what it is. But then there's one of them where as though it's like I had to think for a second, like it was a blessing in a way because just dealing with somebody like that, I knew what I was getting into from the jump. But I don't know. I just feel like, if the shoes was reversed, I would have made the right choice. Um, of course, we're not together now, so we had an agreement. You feel me? And I thought that, but like I say, I've been in a lot of toxic relationships my whole life. You feel me? So I guess that's was just what I knew, and I was cool with it. It was fun though. But yeah, let me. I don't want to tell you too much of that yet. Like I said, that's part of the story. I'm gonna give it like another 2-3 minutes. Yeah, though. All right, we got 5 viewers. All right, what it was. Hey, everyone. Happy Sunday. What's up, Daniel? Shout out to everybody that's participating in the chat. Melissa Roblox, how you doing? So, y'all, I got a great episode for y'all tonight. What we gonna do? We gonna tell some stories, and we gonna have a good time. Um, this is why you have to be mindful of, you know, other people. So the first story, um, is called the love triangle. So back when I was in my 20s, I had this girlfriend that she had a sugar daddy, and her sugar daddy was this old. He was an he was like an older dude that hustled. You know what I'm saying? And where he hustled at, he hustled around where I used to hang at. I ain't hang on the block, but it was in the same neighborhood, which I found out later. So when I get with the girl, she tell me, she like, yeah, I got this old head sugar daddy. Yeah, I mean, he be basically taking care of me. I mean, she told me he was paying her car note, and he had her in her apartment. His name was on the lease, so he was pretty much taking care of her like full blown. I mean, what she did for a living, she was like one of them living nurses. She go to the house and take care of you all day. She did that. So what I did for a living, I was hustling. Me and Yo was hustling. He sold harder drugs than me, and he was in the game way deeper than I was. Um, he had this dope called Sopranos. You feel me? Down um down the way, allegedly. So anyway, we're gonna say the guy name. We're gonna call him Ralph. Dude name was Ralph. So Ralph, he hanging down there. He doing his 1 2 1 2. So I mean, man, sure to be rocking out. We was together for a good 7, 8, 9 months. It lasted, and it was fun. So um, pretty much one day, basically, I had like a dream that he had came to the house on us, and I had told her that I was starting to feel because the whole time we was together, she would tell me about him, and she had a boyfriend that was locked up. The boyfriend, he was he was a young dude. He was younger than me, but he was in jail, and I don't think he was coming home. They were toxic. Their relationship was toxic. Them two knew each other, and they had issues with each other. So yeah, I mean, like I ain't gonna lie, women. This when I really realized y'all could get scandalous. We was in the bed one day. I ain't gonna lie. We had just got finished doing it, or I think we was about to, or we was in the middle of it. He called, and she got him on the phone while I'm laying right there with her. You feel me? Like wow. You feel me? But I don't think your kid though. His whole thing, I guess, he just wanted somebody to be there for him while he was locked up, which I didn't care, and I told her. You know what I'm saying, I ain't come here to get in between that. This what I told her from the jump. I said I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. That was my exact words. Meaning, once she told me that she had all that other stuff going on, cool, that's fine. You feel me? I want to try to make it work. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. She was the first shorty that I had that had a car, and that was cool too. But I ain't want her for a car. I just liked her for her. So fast forward, one day he comes to the house while I'm there. That's why I say unknown blessing. He come to the house while I'm there. I had just told her I had a dream, and she told me that she had a feeling he was going to end up popping up on us. Like it was just something was just off. You feel me? And the maintenance man had came by recently, so we thinking it's the maintenance man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm in there in my boxes. I think we had just got finished doing it again. I ain't gonna lie, we used to hump like rabbits. You feel me? So basically, he's at the door. I'm in the room with nothing on. I'm laying in the bed like this, chilling. So we hear the door. Doom 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 doom. Like shit, it's the maintenance man. That's what we thinking. You feel me? We ain't thinking nothing else. So she go to the door. She like, who is it? Yo says me. So when he say that, she come running back in the room. She ain't got nothing on either. I think she had on her underwear. She come back in the room. Oh my God, that's him. Hide, hide, hide. I'm like, hide. Oh my God, you feel me? So now he mad because she didn't open the door right away. You feel me? I think he knew something was shady. And this was, oh yeah, I forgot about this. For months, she kept pushing him off as far as letting him. He wanted to be intimate with her. He wanted some sex. She kept pushing him off. She told me she didn't like having sex with him. I mean, at the time they was together, she told me they might have did like 2 or 3 times or whatever, and like maybe it was a few more than that. But I know for a fact when we was together, she definitely used to send, and I used to see him. And that's how I knew females play games. She was sending me these fake screenshots of these UTI things that she would have, and yo would just believe it. But too much time was just going by. He would just get sick. Like I knew something is up. Like you spinning me, or whatever. I guess she was really spinning them. She's spinning them. So he come to the house. Doom 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 doom. The door got the two locks and then the regular lock. So the regular lock off, the chain lock on. So good thing it was like that. So uh, she taking too long to open the thing for him. So yo just bust. I just hear the door bust open. By this time I'm dressed now. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to find somewhere to go, but it wasn't nowhere to go. It was the closet, which wasn't really nowhere to. And this was I used to tell her, you need to straighten your room out, ladies. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all need to do better with keeping y'all rooms, especially you young women. Y'all keep y'all shit messy, and I know how it is because I just know. Anyway, and he busts in. By this time, I got everything on but one sock. I remember I couldn't find that one sock, and I was so mad. He'll come in. I'm just sitting. I'm just standing right there by the door, like, yeah, you feel me? What's up? He'll come in there. Uh, she was in the other room. He come in there where I'm at. He like, yeah, man, what is this? So I'm just sitting there like, nah, you ask her. You feel me? Like, I ain't, you feel me? Or don't, like, this what I don't like. If you gonna get mad at Nah, I never played that. How do you? What is that on, Terry? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Roblox. I keep hearing about that. How do you download that? Like I'm interested. How do you play that game? So I'm telling my stories though. Hit the like button. Subscribe for more content. Um, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I post and go live. So yeah, he come in there trying to talk to me basically. Mind you, I'm not really trying to talk to her. It used to drain me financially. I still didn't mind. Like I used to give her my last just to make sure she had money. And it was crazy because she still wanted more out of me because she was used to a sugar daddy. But I told her, if you drop him, I'll make sure that everything you need. Like I was going really like I don't know. I was gonna find a way to get it done. You feel me? That's how much I wanted to be with her. And she wasn't trying to hear that. She was used to the high life kind of like. And it sucks because after that day, we ended up we still was messing around for probably like another month or two, but eventually we just stopped talking because he knew what it was. You know, it wasn't the same no more. Like it was no way she could bullshit him. You feel me? And she wasn't gonna keep coming up to my house. She did she like I say we did kept hanging out for a little bit, but it just died after that. Like we wasn't in like because at one point at least I was still smashing on the regular. Like I wasn't even smashing like that. So it was like yeah, like she literally wanted to come around and smoke with me, and then I guess she thought that I was just gonna smoke with her and we were just gonna chill. Like nah, like you ain't even we don't even have that type of relationship no more. Like you literally just leeching off me now. Like, cause I don't need you to take me nowhere. You feel me? Like you come around and smoke with me. Like come and then you come in to smoke my shit. You feel me? Like you got something. And then she wanted to smoke the best, the loudest, loud. Like at this time, this one, they still had different levels of it. It wasn't like it is now. They didn't even have weed pens and none of that back then. So, you know what I'm saying that's story one. All right. Now, story number two. Remember, that's the name of this episode. All right. So, the first half of this story is when somebody gave me $300. I never. I mean, I'm sorry. That's the last one. This. I'm gonna tell y'all that. That's story number three. Story number two. I'm locked up. I'm over Central Bookings. That's where they take. That's where they take you if you go to jail in Baltimore City. They call it Central Bookings. It's downtown. Um, Now at this time, me getting locked up, I had a little bit of a rap sheet, so I wasn't new to getting locked up no more. I think I had a few charges, and I had a bail. I forgot what I got locked up for, but I had a bail. So I'm sitting. I didn't even make it upstairs yet. Now this how it go when you go to the to jail in Baltimore, Maryland. They take you to this place downtown where you go in there and you see these people, but you wait in these holding rooms. They call holding cells, where it's nothing in there but these concrete benches for you to sit on. They got a metal toilet for you to use with a little wall you can hide behind, and then they got the floor. And then these bullpens, these cells, if a cell's supposed to hold 10 people, they have 25 in there. If a cell's supposed to hold one, they might have seven in there, like that. They do stuff like that, um, cause it do be crowded. It's always crowded. Um, to getting release wise, it don't matter if you got a bail or not. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna sit for at least a day, waiting to get out of there, just waiting to see them people. By the time that day over with, you're gonna be exhausted. You just gonna want life to be over. You feel me? Cause the it's like the process that you go through in that 24 hours is so grueling and excruciating, and you ain't doing nothing but waiting. But it's where you waiting at. You know what I'm saying it's noisy as shit. You know what I'm saying you're not going to sleep unless you dumbass tired or you got narcolepsy. But if you think you're just gonna pass out, no. You know what I'm saying, um, yeah. So, but in these bullpens, they put you in there with whoever. You could be in there with a Stone Cold killer that killed his whole family. They don't do that separating yet, because you don't know if you're gonna stay yet. This is before people get this is before people get committed. This is where they determine what your charge is. If you got a bail, if you're gonna get your own recon, like they gotta go through all that. But the process, if you don't have a bail, if it's a preset bail and you got it paid already, I don't know, you might be able to get through it a little bit quicker, but you still gonna do 12 hours at least. You know what I'm saying? Other than the preset bail, if you go in there and you do get out, but you don't know, you're gonna wait at least a day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on the hard floor with mad people in there from shoulder to shoulder. You might be in there with somebody that stink and got the whole bullpen jamming, because it's gonna be homeless people in there. It's gonna be all type of people in there. So you never know. So, and me, I'm the type of person. Um, I like politicking with people, cause that's how I network. I done finagled a lot through life doing that, and I don't want to say finessing, just knowing how to move, I guess, you just gotta know how to move in life. The streets raised me, so I got a good gift of the gab. I could talk to people, as you about to see. We in a bullpen, and there's different people in there, and I just remember this man because of what he did. Um, I'm in there. I remember it was only like three or four of us in this bullpen, and I remember my charge. I think I had a preset bail. My bail was like $200-300 for something petty, something mad petty. Like that's how my criminal like it was crazy. Um, yeah. Um, freaking. We in the bullpen talking. I I I, I get to talking to the guy. So the guy like, yeah, man, I got my own law firm, this, that, and that. I tell him my whole situation because we ain't got nothing but time, so we ain't there talking. It didn't happen off the break, but we had a back and forth for a little while. And then he get to telling me about his law firm and this, that, and that. I'm like, yeah, for real? That's what's up, man. I'm trying to get with that. It was summertime. And I told him I needed a job. I was gonna cut grass and all this, and they was like, "Yeah, I could hook you up or whatever." And like, um, basically, he was like, "Yeah, your bail that cheap, man. When I get on the phone, I tell my I forgot what the lady was. His like his secretary or something. He said, "I'm gonna tell my secretary to pull you." I'm thinking, yo, bluffing. They call him, of course. More time go by. More time go by. I get upstairs. What, they call me for bail? Yeah, cause I had got upstairs. I'm thinking, yo, just forgot about me. I just know they say bail release. Sign, hey, pack up. Like, huh? Bail release. I'm like, yo, mama. I'm thinking my mother. I'm like, my mother did it, cause she used to always do it. You feel me? But I think at this time she didn't have it. Like, she didn't say nothing about paying it. I don't remember her. I was having that discussion. So I'm like, yo, I know this man ain't do it. So the whole way home, I'm wondering, like, did he pay my bail? Did he pay my bail? She like, yeah. She like, she ain't paid. I'm like, wow, that man paid my bail. And because of how it played out, I didn't get no number from that guy, none of that, and I never heard from him again. But yeah, that was an unknown blessing right there. Part two to that. So same scenario, I get locked up. This time, I go upstairs again. I'm up there for I think a day or two. They call bail release. All right, pack up. Once again, my mother didn't. I ain't. And these two situations didn't happen like back to back. They was with Tom. They Tom had passed since one had happened, so it wasn't like I had that in the back of my mind again. Like I'm. That's the last thing on my mind again. Somebody helping me out like that. So I get in there, go through the bullpens. I don't meet nobody this time that's gonna pay my bill. Nah, not that lucky. I don't really know which one's luckier though, honestly, because this one they released me by an accident. When I got home the next day, we chilling. We get a phone call. I hear the phone ring too, the house phone ring. My mother answered it. We was downstairs. We was all downstairs at the time because it's during like a time where everybody up moving around. I remember it was me, one of my little cousins. Rest in peace, Devin Chavis. He got murdered back in 2019. It was senseless gun violence. I was locked up when this happened. Um, yeah, so they called me for they called the house and I answered phone. My mother answered it, and she was like, "Yeah, hello, who's this?" So we sitting there, me and my cousin, and she like, "Okay, um, all right, I'll let them know." And yeah, she told me she like, son, they said you got 24 hours to turn yourself in, and I'm like, "Mom, okay, yeah, all right, I ain't turning nothing in. They gonna have to come get me." You think I did that? Hell no. You think they came and got me? Hell no. Um, and I never heard about that case ever again. Like I do believe because I know I didn't stop going to jail no time soon. Like I didn't stop going to jail till like, I was in my late 20s, and this was when we was living on Fern Hill. So I still had a bunch of mini bits that I had coming up that I didn't do yet. And I say many bits, I'm talking 3 months here, 4 months there, 5 months here, stuff like that. 6 months, catch a year, like many little baby bits. Them irky ones, they're just inconvenience. The ones you get in there long enough to just get cool and acquainted and have some long term friends, and then they pull you out of there. Cause every time I got released from jail was at the time where I'm just I'm getting in my routine. I'm in bit mode. I'm really starting to learn the ways. Like I'm good. I got a commissary now, cause my luck was just down. Like I would always never had food like that. Sometimes I had commissary. Like the last one of the last times when COVID, that time I had commissary saved when I was getting out. So by the time I got released, I ain't had nothing left. Like I was selling everything for drugs and I was eating. But I gave a lot of it to my Muslim brothers too. But like one of them got mad because I ain't giving my whole tote. Like, hey, bro, I understand that, but I didn't. It ain't like they called my bunk and I had all that left right there and didn't give it to you. No, I started spending and like I ain't gone yet. I know I'm leaving, so I'm gonna save some of it. But yeah, while I'm here, I still want to eat. I still want. I'm doing me till I leave. Like yeah, I'm about to turn up for real. I mean, and then if you want to be mad over that, that show your true colors. You feel me? I done had a couple times dudes that got mad like that. So yeah, they was the 2 times where I got out of jail on the strength. God is good. All right, now in this last situation, I call this $300 because this is what happened. I told y'all I used to be homeless. I used to be out there in the streets doing bad. Um, and yeah, I used to do the squeegee. So even when I stopped being homeless, I did the squeegeeing for a while after I moved back in my people's house, and then I started programming. That's when I stopped squeegeeing. When I started uh, doing the little drug treatment programs, cause that was my time during the day. I couldn't go out there, you know, and yeah, so that squeegee thing that just faded away. Like, you know, I still think about it sometimes, but not really. I don't even really think about it like that. Um, I I ain't gonna lie. Last time I did it was last summer. Like if a situation is dire enough, I might still do it. And when I did it last summer, I wasn't out there, but I was doing that with my time. People would say they saw me, and I ain't care. But yeah, that's when I was still in the streets a little bit. Like I think now I don't see me going back to that at all, cause I don't mess around at all. Like I had a little bit of a drug habit at the time. Well, I had a big drug habit at the time. But yeah, so the $300 story. So I'm squeegeeing up. So with certain places I told you that I was like I would go to, like they was my favorite spots. Now this spot that I was at the time, this spot was my go-to spot around by where I was living at the time. Like this, like, cause I used to have to catch the train to get to the different places. The train station that was by my house, this is the closest spot near to that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I went to this spot to make money, I would have to get on the train to get up to where I wanted to go to get, drugs and stuff like that. Now, if I didn't hit right there, it wasn't no way I could hit. Yeah, that was the difference with that spot. And I ain't gonna lie, right there, I had my good days right there, and I had my bad days right there. This day, I hadn't even been out that long. It's funny because a lot of times when I would get blessed, I would be out there for a little minute sometimes. But this one particular time, I don't even think I think I had made a couple dollars. I think I had made like $5, a couple ones. It wasn't really nothing though. Like I had just got out there. Like my goal used to be to try to make like $30 to $40 when I was right there. Like that's how much of a get money spot that was. It wasn't too much, but it wasn't like couldn't get done either. At one point, I used to kill him right there. But anyway, I'm out there. I'm probably not even out there for 30 minutes. This big ass white church van pull up, and I'm in the median strip. So the church van pull up. I'm in the median strip. Um, when I do the cars, the lane that's the closest to the median strip, I know I would just walk back and forth on it. If they want me to hit their thing, then I'll lean over. So I'm walking down. So I see you. I'm getting ready to hit him. He tell me no. He point to the gas station like come over there and do it. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, I'm kind of thinking, dang, y'all want me to do the most to get this. Like I'm thinking like he ain't even ready to give me nothing. Like shit, man. So I go over there. It's a passenger in the van. So the passenger in the van, um, it's a girl. It's a female. So the female, she what she do? She I'm trying to think what happened. What did she do? Oh yeah. She was sitting in the van. I wasn't even paying her no mind. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. So I think I'm doing the window. Matter of fact, while he in there, it's a big ass van, so I gotta do each. I gotta go around and do the other side. So I finished this side. By the time before I got finished, she was already back. So before I could even, I can't remember if I did the other side. I think I did do the other side. I don't know. I just remember after I did it, the money was folded up. This how I would do it. Whenever people gave me money, I never looked at it until they was gone. Like, cause I felt like that was rude to count it in their face unless they told me to count it. This was folded up, and I just took it and grabbed it. You know what I mean? But I remember out my peripheral, I could see that it was one of them. It was a big bill because of the colors of it, and I remember thinking it was either 50 or 100 because I dealt with a lot of 20s, so you know I know them. They greenish looking like them 50s and them hundreds. They look like the five a little bit. Like to me, the 10 and the 20 is the two that they got. They're like the tens is like orange and the 20s is green. But the 50s, the fives, and the hundreds, they got like a purplish, pinkish color on them. So I'm knowing it ain't a five though, cause I just know it's too much on the bill. When you start getting them big bills, they got a lot going on. I'm like the 50s. You see all that shit on there, and then, yeah, Yeah, they pull off. I don't look at the money till I get back in the median strip. Man, I open the money up. It's three $100 bills. Three $100 bills, y'all, crispy. I will never forget that day. I was set for like the next 3 or 4 days. Like I remember that like it was yesterday. I was good. It's weird too because when times like that happen, I would just get all my drugs and everything and just be like, man, what to do now? Like, cause I know that these drugs ain't gonna take me away from the world. Like, that's why I say drugs just numb stuff. It don't make nothing go away. Um, yeah. So that y'all have it, y'all. My three stories, and that second one was a two-piece. Unknown blessings. There you have them. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video for more content like this. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell when you want to get the first be the one to, when you want to be the first one to get notified. Um, yeah. Other than that, I hope everybody have a good night and stay safe out here. Stay dry too, cause it's raining on my side. I'm gonna come back on here too. I'm just shutting this down because it's episode over.